There's a lot of variety in the militia movement. Most militia members are quite a bit like us. They have jobs, they have kids, they do what they're supposed to do as good citizens. But then there are some groups that are under that extremist label that may very well have overlaps with other white nationalist groups, or at least with their ideology, and be potentially prone to violent action, prone to outbursts against racial minorities or against gay people, for example, especially if there's broader rhetoric that kind of facilitates that. This election cycle has definitely energized militia groups, some other white nationalist groups, and groups that have similar concerns. We always see groups like this kind of get excited, get potentially upset around elections where it seems like a Democrat in particular might come into office. But this election cycle is a little bit different, with Donald Trump's rhetoric being in the news and kind of making it more normal for some of these ideas that we know exist in our society, but we usually keep them a little more quiet, a little more hidden, to be brought into the mainstream. A lot of those ideas have to do with anti-immigrant sentiments, painting them as uniformly criminal or rapist, as some of the language has said. Also anti-Muslim sentiment, talking about all Muslims as being terrorists and as being threats to real U.S. citizens. I think that we have reason to be concerned about the extremist groups who may be more likely to think that the deck is stacked against them, that they don't necessarily have any way that they find expression in our political process. Those are the groups that are likely to lash out and potentially engage in violent demonstrations that could hurt people. Signals that we would watch out for groups that are more likely to be problematic are ones that are more likely to be kind of quiet, less likely to have their materials available on websites, less likely to have public meetings, more likely to believe in some of the traditional conspiracy theories, and of course those that are already being much more straightforward about racism or sexism or homophobia. The Bundy acquittal in particular shows how we have some of these groups who get on the wrong side of the law, how sometimes prosecutors maybe don't pick the right charges to charge them with, and then when we have an acquittal, it kind of reinvigorates the movement. It has people who maybe were on the margins of supporting groups like this kind of move more toward the mainstream. They see those actions as maybe being more legitimate and maybe something that they would participate in as well, since there doesn't seem to be any legal consequence for them.